Okay, we had a quick call from a customer yesterday complaining of the spa draining down, and my first inclination is check valve, right? Raise spa, lower equipment here, equipment lower than the grade, right? And forgive me, I usually don't use my phone to film these things, but was forced to do so today. So what I came over here and found is that this actuator, which I replaced like 2 years ago, perhaps you've even seen the video on my channel. Ooh, wow, that motor is really hot. There's been a fail here at the actuator, and so it's turning the valve to drain the spa or to return to the pool when they put it in spa. So yeah, it's no good. So what I would recommend here is, unfortunately, what I did 2 years ago or a year and a half ago, not very long ago, is actuator replacement. And then we need to do something to protect it here. Perhaps somebody's a little bit overzealous with the hose and hosing things down. I'm not really sure, but yeah, I mean, we get a fair amount of exposure, but there's also a fair amount of cover. So either way, I'm going to contact my homeowner and go from there. Okay, we're back here on Tuesday at the swim up bar. Okay, so we have our Pentair actuator, our 180 degree, right? So while I've been gone, I've replaced all of the actuator screws into the valve. And look, we got no leaking. It's pretty dry. There's a little water in here. It's coming out of the top. Okay, so if I unscrew the handle screw, water's going to come out. Just a little. But it's all coming around in the base there. So, yeah, unfortunately, that is what I think caused our actuator to fail. It's always wet here. It's always wet. Okay, so, yeah, and what does it look like? Yeah, so that's what it looks like. Our gears in here. Phone's ringing. Okay. So actually, just like the last time that we replaced it, like, I don't know, 2 years ago, this is what was the problem. Inside here are our plastic gears. Now, I don't know. I just don't think that there's that much water to, you know, make the actuator go bad. So I have actually put a call into Pentair and to see if we can get this paid for. Anyway, I'm going to get to work. So this is all off here, and I'm going to put our new actuator in. Okay, so I was examining the valve here, and there is a little bit of water that's coming out right here at the stem. So that means one thing. It means the O-ring has perished, and so I have my Jandy valve kit, which has the 2 O-rings. Now I'm going to replace all 3 of them. I have my silicone here, and that will preclude this actuator from looking like that one. Being a swimming pool fiduciary sometimes has its rigors, so wanted to give you a proper instructional video here on how to do this process. I did this a couple of videos ago, a couple of years ago, and it's one of my most popular videos. My point is that if you don't redo this, okay, this is the door that's inside the valve, okay? So I have put these 2 right here. There's 2 O-rings, and then there's a bottom O-ring, okay? Replaced all 3 of those. Okay, that guy goes back in there. And then the top of my valve here also has another O-ring that needs replacement. Okay, our valve is all put back together. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are all the same screws in the exact spot where they went. Yeah, that makes a big difference. And when I took it off, I didn't use a pry bar, right? Or some sort of prine, which is like a flathead, right? We don't want to do that. If we do that, then we're going to create a leak. So what I did is I grabbed with my vice grip there at the top, and then I pulled it off, okay? By wedging something metal in there, all you're going to be doing is really ruining the valve. It doesn't matter whether you replace the O-rings or not. Okay, so now this valve is ready for our actuator. Okay, our next process is to take off the panel, revealing all of the relays and everything. The reason we want to do that is because this channel right here is where we're going to be stuffing all of our extra. When they come from the factory, they don't know how far you know, the equipment is away from the pump or say from the valve itself. And so there is, you know, I think that's 50 feet, no, maybe 25, either way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fish our connector, right? We're going to fish our connector through to here, because we're going to take it up through here. There's holes like where the salt cell plugs in, right? There's holes in here, and then we're going to route it up in here, and then we're going to take it here to our return valve right there. You can clearly see on the printed circuit board it says return, and if you can't, just trust me. Okay, so everything else, I've already taken that out. That's where that resides. And you know, of course I know, because I've done that 2 years ago, and I've replaced a few valves here. So once again, we have shut off all our, we're below grade here, so we've shut off all of our water. That's why the earth is not coming at us, as it were. So now we're going to mount our actuator here. Okay, all buttoned back up here. We have our brand new actuator with 3 different O-rings. The large O-ring around the vent, or the large O-ring around the perimeter of the valve, and then the 2 little guys. Now I think there's only one, but I actually put an extra one in there, and I've done that as a business practice, and it's worked out for me. I never have any leaks on any of my actuators and with valves, or valves with actuators. So now let's put it back in auto, which it runs from 9 to 4 every day. We have all of our, all right, we got to open up all our suction valves. If you don't do that on a pool that's below grade, you'll basically be destroying your pool. Okay, so here it goes. We're looking for a leak here. No leaks. Okay, looks good. Okay, and so now here's what we want to do. Wow, the Santa Anas are really whipping up. We're going to put this in spa mode here, and so that's going to go spa suction, right? And also spa return, right? And then of course our heater is going to pop on, hopefully not melting my phone and my glasses. It's all our trash there. Always want to take our trash, never leave anything behind. And so yeah, I'm feeling good about this. We put it in position 1, right? That's what mostly you want. And so then we have it backwards, because that's with our 180 right over here in position 1. We were here on pool, and then when we put it into spa, position 1, both actuators in position 1. And so, and that's done, you know, at startup. So like the guys the plumbers who put the actuators on, or whoever does that in the pool company, they could either like, oh, if I put that on wrong, all I have to do is flip the switch, and then there you go. So guys, if you got anything out of this, give me a like, subscribe if you haven't done so, comment if you got something to say. I'm the original swimming pool fiduciary working for you guys out here in the field. I'm the Angry Pool Man. Guys, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you on the next video.